One of the most common questions I get as a spiritual healer and teacher is, what does it mean when we see a fire or flame, or when we feel the vibration of a fire while we are meditation? And so every channeler and every meditator receives these messages differently. When you're clairvoyant, you see it. When you're clairaudience, you hear like the crackling sound of the fire. If you're more clairsentient, you might feel the warmth and energy in the body. And when you're more claircognizant, you feel this vibration or expansion of a flame, right? Bringing dynamic energy in your consciousness. So I will share with you 4 of the most common flames that people see in their meditation and what it could mean. A note on this flame is that this flame can be intentionally invoked, right? Once listening to this video, you can invoke a certain flame in your own practice, or sometimes it's simply received. The first flame is the white flame, and the white flame brings forth a vibration and frequency of purification. So if you see a white flame in your meditation, what oftentimes it means is that you're in a place in your journey where you're doing a lot of shadow work, a lot of emotional healing work to purify your consciousness and your inner child. The white flame is spirit world's way to help heal and rejuvenate the inner child. The joy, the brightness, the enthusiasm, the excitement that you have as a child, that white flame reignites that. The white flame also clears away, right? And protects your inner child from dense energy, old memories of trauma, old imprints, and it just, again, purify these density and these blockages within your field. Given said that, when you see the flame, right, in your heart, it can also mean that it's purifying your heart. If you see it more towards your brain or feel it more towards your brain's area, it is Spirit's way to help you cleanse negative thinking pattern, thoughts that are distracting, thoughts that are not really your thought. It's more like an interference. Or if it's all around your body, like a large flame, is purifying your aura. And as a spiritual teacher and healer, I always use the white flame in every single session, every classes that I hold, for this very reason. It ignites the purity within our consciousness, and it provides a very purified, protective, yet gentle field when you're doing spiritual energy work. The second most common flame is the violet flame. The violet flame comes to you when it is here to do some karmic cleansing. If you have lifetimes, or if you have a very strong soul connection to certain ascended masters like Mother Kuan Yin, Master Saint Germain, Archangel Metatron, when these master comes to you, the way they communicate sometimes is very simple. A violet flame to let you know we are here. They will tell you or give you a message in another past life. You have worked with the violet flame before. This is not the first time you're working with the violet flame. So on a consciousness level, you remembers. Right? This is part of your multidimensional path. It is a message from this ascended master coming forth to assist you with karmic cleansing. Karmic cleansing also comes when you're in a period of your journey where, let's say, it's the end of a relationship, or there's a particular person that you are releasing through cord cutting and energetic resolve, right? Resolving that energetic karma. Using the violet flame can be very helpful. Sometimes it can also be an ancestral blessing as well. If you've been doing a lot of work with ancestors, the violet flame might look like a ring of fire engulfed and igniting, right, the spiritual body of yourself and your ancestor to cleanse these karmic patterns that you're working to release. So it's a good sign to see these flames in your meditations. Number 3 is the blue flame. The blue flame is absolutely beautiful, and the blue flame oftentimes comes to people when they're working with spirit guides that are angelic, when they're working with celestial or water dragon, when they're working with guides that they have worked with in their Lemurian past lives or Atlantean past lives, and if their soul's frequency is in the blue ray frequency. I have other videos talked about blue ray starseeds, dragons, and so forth that you can learn more about. And so the blue ray really brings forth this vibration of transformation. It transforms things from one state to another. So I'll give you an example. During an activation, going from the 12-strand DNA template towards the 24-strand of crystalline template, You can see sometimes the blue flame being activated in the person's auric field and spiritual body because of that upgrade. So when a blue flame comes forth, it creates this transmutation, this alchemy that comes forth when you're changing things from one state to another, spiritually, right, energetically, and in the quantum space as well. The second thing I noticed that the blue flame will comes forth is when you're working on releasing a pattern. So let's say if there's a habit, a pattern that you're working to shift, to change from, sometimes in your meditation, spirit will communicate with you using the blue flame as an activation or an affirmation to say you're on the right path, right? This is a state of transformation, transmutation that you're going through right now. The next flame is the golden flame, and the golden flame comes forth, mostly I notice, is to shift your consciousness into what we call Buddha consciousness or Christ consciousness. When the golden flame comes forth, a lot of times in sessions, I'll feel very powerful presence of Buddha or Jesus himself in the session. These wise ascended masters bring forth their consciousness into the field during the healing session. All you see is this beautiful golden flame. Some very high-level ascended beings like ascended dragons, ascended angels can bring forth these golden flame as well. Again, what I'm sharing here is just a template, right? The golden flame is very powerful. If you're someone that had past life where you have worked with solar light codes, if you have past life where you have worked with some ancient Egyptian mystery schools and teachings, sometimes that flame will come forth as an Akashic activation to help you remember and activate those past lives. And this next flame is the orange and yellow color flame, and this flame comes from the frequency of the phoenix. It has to do with you being reborn. It has to do with a period of an ego death. And so if you're seeing this orange or this yellow flame in your meditation, this is spirit or your higher self way of affirming to you that you are in this state of transformation. Just like the phoenix, you're going through this ego death and identity, a life that you knew is crumbling, but in a good way. It brings forth this renewal, a brighter version of yourself. And I see this a lot when I'm working with people where they've committed themselves on the spiritual path, and then the relationship, the marriage that they were in for a very long time really started to resolve, right, and to separate. And they would see a lot of these flames, they would see the phoenix as well in the meditation for that very reason. Is it easy? Absolutely not. It's very deep healing, but yet what I've noticed in all of these people is that they're always happier. They're always more empowered. They become a completely different person, more confident, more capable, more aligned to their soul, rather in their life, in their family, as a mother, as a lover, as a priestess. They become more settled in their power. And then they attract a much better, compatible partner for them in their lives. So these are the most common flames that people and myself see as a channeler and healer in sessions. Let me know, have you seen these flames before? Do you have any questions? Please feel free to comment below. I'm happy to help. If you found this helpful, give me a thumbs up on the video, subscribe to my channel to learn more about spiritual healing, energy healing, channeling, and much more. Go out there, shine your light. Much love. Bye.